And we're joined on the phone today by actor Eric Roberts. He's been in, actually more films than any other actor since the 1970s. And he's got a new film out now. It's called Inside the Rain. It'll be at the Eden Prairie Mall 18 starting March 27th. Eric, how are you today?
I've been a lot worse and a lot less. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking the time out with me today. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, we've got some stuff to talk about today. Of course, your new movie, Inside the Rain. Can you tell the listeners a bit about the new movie?
Well, Inside the Rain stars Rosie Perez and Aaron Fisher. And Aaron Fisher also wrote and he directed it. And it's a love story where one of the couple is diagnosed as bipolar. And we're just, we're actually removing the shame. And the beauty of this film is that we've already heard from countless people who've seen all these screenings. We feel represented by it, even understood for the very first time. So it's a cool film to be a part of.
Yeah, and it does seem like, maybe compared to some other roles in your career, the romantic comedy, drama kind of genre, a little different than some of the films I remember watching you in when I was younger.
Yeah, when you were a kid, I was playing a lot of heavies. This guy is just a B-movie producer who has a sense of humor about his whole life because he knows he's a loser.
Well, and, as you mentioned, the cast, quite eclectic. Rosie Perez, Catherine Curtin, a lot of people in this film.
Aaron Fisher got very lucky in the casting of it, didn't he? Yeah, he got a lot of cool people because of the subject matter. It's something we have to deal with that we really haven't yet.
Well, and Inside the Rain coming to theaters. It'll be here in Minneapolis at the Eden Prairie Mall on March 27th. I imagine it'll be available, for people to buy or maybe download after that?
Of course it will be. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's I haven't heard anything as far as scheduling or, things changing, but hopefully everyone's able to see Inside the Rain. Definitely a weird time, though, as we mentioned earlier.
I know. It's actually going on as scheduled. My stepson, Keaton Simons, was going to be playing at the Stagecoach with Brett Young, and I scheduled a month of April to be there. And we had to cancel due to the epidemic. And there was also Brett's crew was also about to go on a sold-out European stadium tour. And halfway through it, they sent everybody home. Like, okay, guys, everybody's sick. Get out of here. So you just sent them home. And, far out, huh?
Well, at least, again, starting the 27th here, Inside the Rain will be available in Minneapolis. And Eric, you've done so many films and shows in your career. Is there something you look for when you're choosing which roles you take?
Over the years it's changed. When it first started, it was purely artistic. It was how it moved me, blah, blah, blah. Now it's hey, I've never been there. Let's go check that place out with this part they offered me. It can be anything from the location to a really brand new cool director that I like his short or something, they showed me. It can be so many different things now. It isn't about me anymore. It's about the family, it's about the director, it's about the writer. It's not about Eric anymore, which is interesting. And it's a lot less pressure, oddly enough, and a lot more volume. Who knew?
Yeah, speaking of volume, I read just online, you've got more acting credits than any other actor since the 70s, I think. That's incredible.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that odd to be talked about in that vein? What actually happened, why I love being on a movie set, and in 1993, my wife and I had been married about a year, and she says to me, Eric, if you could do anything every day of your life, what would it be? I said, I'd be on a movie set. She goes, well, that's not going to happen. Anyway, cut then 10 years later, and she goes, everybody's buying their own cameras now that we're not using film anymore, and they're all calling for you from all over the world. Do you want to go do this? And I said, let's go chase it. And then from 2003, really, till 2018, I've been traveling. I've been seeing the world for free and having a great time and doing what I do.
Well, and looking at your credits here, it seems like you've got, at least 50 films or so in post-production that are still to come out.
Well, good for me, man. I had no idea.
Well, again, the new film Inside the Rain is out. We mentioned, playing some heavies in your earlier days. I got to ask you, your memories working on
Sure.
the best of the best films. I loved those growing up.
That's the best one. Was so much fun. There was one of us of that five. His name is David Agresta. He's from Detroit, Michigan. A great guy. He was not a martial artist, and we abused him so badly. We were so awful to him, and he was such a great guy. And he was funny. He was smart, and as you can see, he's a good actor. But he was not a martial artist, and we were just abusive to poor David Agresta. So when you watch that movie, when you watch that movie again, you watch David Agresta. Great guy, not a martial artist, and we beat him up every day. Terrible.
Well, with everything being kind of revisited or rebooted, and the Karate Kid with Cobra Kai, could we see maybe the Best of the Best series coming back in some way? Could you see yourself doing that again?
Well, you're asking me like I would be in charge. I don't know. I would love it. I would do it. It would be fun. I'm probably too old, and I have two titanium hips now, so I'm going to move very differently. So we'll have to audition me for it. You know what I mean?
Well, when you're doing films like that, training and martial arts or learning skills, are you able to kind of bank those, and kind of keep them in your acting toolbox, I guess, for roles down the road?
Well, that's what that is. And when you have an action film that's a hit, they want you to repeat. They want to see the background kick again. He's so cool when he does that. They want to see that again. And so you have to give them what they're after. And a lot of actors. When I was a young actor, they talked about I want to be different every time I'm in a movie. And I don't mind being a repeat. I have a lot of fun because you also know the characters so well when you get to do it again. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Well, again, Inside the Rain is out and coming to Minneapolis here starting March 27th. And we mentioned you got a lot of other stuff in the works. Is there something in particular we should be looking out for coming up?
Well, we start another Stalked by My Doctor Part 5 come this summer. And it's the most fun I've had in a serial of films in my career, playing this bad guy doctor who likes young girls.
Awesome. Again, Eric, I'm a huge fan, and I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the kind words, buddy. Have a good day. Peace out.
And again, that was the legendary actor Eric Roberts and his new film, Inside the Rain. Will be starting on March 27th at the Eden Prairie Mall 18 Theater. And then get it for download and to buy later on down the road. So watch out for Inside the Rain.